Kalyan Dasgupta and Anju Dasgupta took their marriage vows more than 45 years ago. Anju Dasgupta, a retired chef, is 68 years old, and Kalyan Dasgupta, an ex-government employee, lives in the reasonably posh area of Garyahat in South Kolkata. Childless and lonely, this elderly couple has only each other for company. With advancing age, they face different kinds of problems, physical and mental.
7 বছর আগে পেসমেকার বসানো হয়েছে, আর ওর আছে ব্লিডিং ট্যাবলেটস আছে, ইনহেলার নিতে হচ্ছে, ওর কতগুলো প্রবলেম হচ্ছে, প্রস্টেটের প্রবলেম আছে, তার জন্য ওষুধ খেতে হচ্ছে। আর ইদানিং লস অফ মেমোরি হয় মাঝে মাঝে, মানে এই নাম ভুলে যাচ্ছে, এটা ভুলে যাচ্ছে, তার জন্য ওষুধ খেতে হচ্ছে।
See, disease is a natural process of aging. Disease comes with aging only, and the vulnerability is a very normal thing. They are vulnerable, and that's very normal. But with a healthy lifestyle, one can just put it at bay for maybe 5 more years, 10 more years, 15 more years. Someone who smokes will have a cardiovascular disease at 55. Someone who doesn't smoke, maybe he'll have it at 65, 70. So it's a natural process.
In the name of support, they have a household help who is above the age of 60 herself.
এই মাসে জল জল দেবে, বলো। তারপরে এইসব করে, তারপরে রান্না আমি নিজের হাতেই করি, রান্না করা, তারপরে ধরুন, তারপরে উঠে চান টান করে খাওয়া দাওয়া করে একটু রেস্ট করি, বিকালে টিভি দেখি।
ও তো ঘুম থেকে উঠে হাত মুখ দিয়ে চা খাই প্রথম, চা খেয়ে তারপরে গরম জল করে দেয় মাসি, চান করি, চান করে ব্রেকফাস্ট করি, ব্রেকফাস্ট করে 3-4টে কাগজ রাখে, সে কাগজ পড়ি, এই করে করে সময় কেটে যায়।
And that is how they spend their time. No friends, no children, no immediate relatives. They spend time reliving past memories and coping with a life of solitude.
মাঝে মাঝে মানে কিরকম ডিপ্রেশন হয়, মানে কি বলবো, আমাদের অনেকে চলে গেছে, ভাই বোন অনেকে চলে গেছে, তাদের কথা যখন মনে হয় হয়, তখন মনে হচ্ছে ভ্যাকুম ভ্যাকুম মনে হয় ভেতর থেকে একটা, মানে ভ্যাকুমের কত লোক চলে গেছে, আমরা কত একা হয়ে গেছি, এইটাই মনে হয়।
They battle on with life and its problems hand in hand. He looks lovingly at her, knowing that she is his only companion, his pillar of strength. And so life goes on at the Dasgupta household, lonely and unbefriended. The Dasguptas are not the only elderly citizens who are miserable and lonely. According to geriatric researchers, by 2015, a third of Kolkata's population will be above the age of 65. As children aspire a life of the middle-class nuclear family, the elders of our society are discarded like old books in a second-hand bookstore, waiting to be nurtured, to be cared for. Hardly a city of joy for these old people. They feel like a burden in the lives of their children sometimes. But there are exceptions to this as well, as some children still feel responsible towards their parents and grandparents.
I love my grandparents a lot. They stay with us and I care for them a lot.
Some are lucky to find companionship.
and joint
have huge amount of digestive problems, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Then you have the disabilities like visual disability, hearing disability, and you have fractures. They're very vulnerable to fractures.
His grandson spends as much time as he can with him, caring for him. But not everyone is fortunate enough to have a family like his. In a dimly lit one-room house lives 68-year-old Lokhi. Her house is located in one of the most destitute parts of the city, the Chetla slums. At the age of 68, she lives alone with her 10-year-old granddaughter, the only evidence of which is the water bottle hanging behind her. She later informed us that her daughter had been burnt alive by her in-laws. Lokhi prays to her God to relieve her of the myriad health problems and to give her strength to survive.
বুকের যন্ত্রণা হয় এই ব্যথা হয় আর মাথা এই জন্য একটি ওষুধ খাই আর প্রতি হপ্তাহ আসতে হয় আর সে আমার 20 টাকা দেয় থেকে নিয়ে যায় 20 টাকা করে দেয় আর প্রতি হপ্তাহে 2 সপ্তাহের ওষুধ দেবে না 2 সপ্তাহের ওষুধ দেবে না 1 সপ্তাহের ওষুধ দেবে আর এই কষ্ট হয় ওই এসে ওই বসে থাকি কি আর করবো মা এই পর্যন্ত আর বাড়িতে আমার কেউ নেই বাড়িতে খালি মেয়েকে পুড়িয়ে মেরেছে তার একটা মেয়ে 2 বছর বয়সে থেকে এখন এই 10 বছর হয়েছে আমার কাছে
The huge disability is due to osteoarthritis because you see the gait, a person who used to normally travel in a bus, in an auto, now all of a sudden finds that he or she will have to take help of somebody else to get into an auto, to climb up the stairs, because the knee joint gets deformed because of the reduction in joint space, and so the folding of the joints is not as good as used to be. So what happens is that the person daily activities will get, if it affects any other joint, hip joint, the wrist joint, then all the joint movements, and that creates disability.
Veteran Tollywood actor Tamil Chatterjee lives with his 92-year-old mother and 75-year-old sister. Therefore, a family where all the members are senior citizens. Tamil Chatterjee is 65 years old and he tries to spend as much time as he can with his family. He feels nostalgic about his younger days and talks of the change in the professional work that he can do due to his age.
Try and spare the old actors. I mean, you don't really slog it out for 8 or 10 hours. Usually they try and accommodate you in such a manner that you are free after, say, 2 or 3 scenes, or maybe if you're Cecilial, or maybe you really don't work for 9 hours at a stretch. which the young actors do and is expected of them, and they really do it. Also, it's the fact that we really can't do it physically also. But then, if it so demands, if there's always a deadline to meet, there's a rush, and then you have to finish it. And of course, older actors also put in effort. And, I mean, if it's something like climbing, say, 3 stories of a house, brings, flight of stairs and all that. So usually we tell them that let's have 1 or 2 takes, not many retakes, and not many rehearsals. I mean, it's very cruel for somebody to climb 4 floors and then the show can do just a rehearsal and we'll do it again. So.
Tamal Chatterjee's mother used to be extremely active in her youth. But with age, her life is slowed down in pace, and the restriction in movement limits her to spending time in front of the television.
আমার সকালবেলা উঠে ঘুম থেকে উঠে একটু ওষুধ খাই, খেয়ে এখানটা পায়চারি করি। আমি এখন রাস্তায় যেতে পায়ে খুব ব্যথা আমার, করে ওই বারান্দায় একটু বসে চাটা খাই, তারপরে এসে হয়তো টিভি একটু দেখি, চান করে নিই, চান করে আমি পুজো করি, পুজো করে ব্রেকফাস্টটা করি, করে আবার এখানেই বসে টিভি দেখি, গল্প করি, কারণ বাইরে খুব বেরোতে পারি না, পায়ে আমার খুব ব্যথা, পায়ে আর কোমরে। আগে আমি খুবই বেরোতাম, খুবই ছটফটে ছিলাম, বয়সও হয়েছে, অনেক বয়স হয়ে গেছে, 92, কাজে এখন খুব বেশি বেরোতে পারি না।
There are close to 20 lakh senior citizens in Kolkata and about 4 government-run old age homes and 25 independent charities. Helpage India is one such charity. It runs Kalyan Ashram, which houses about 9 beneficiaries. Helpage India believes in the concept of active aging. Beneficiaries are encouraged to keep themselves occupied to avoid loneliness.
They feel very proud. For example, they are making these cards, they are making these gift bags, they are attending various functions. Helpage India is in the news, people come and interview them, they are on the media, so they feel very proud to belong to Helpage India. And the fact that it's an extension of their home, they say that please do not call it an old age home, it's like a hostel. So they feel very proud to belong to this home, and they feel very proud to show off to their wards that they are very happy here.
It provides subsidized medical supplies, literally door to door, using mobile medical vans. The physiotherapy center, run by them, provides relief to several underprivileged older citizens. A 24-hour helpline is run by Helpage India, which caters to the needs of the elderly and doles out advice to them on various matters.
Mostly in the helpline, from the time it started, we started in July, most of the problems are related to property-related abuse, because part of the problem is a large section of society isn't aware of the laws that have been formulated for their benefit. As a result, the children, grandchildren, etc. take advantage of that situation. So they are in a position where they don't know what to do. So mostly they call up to find out, what kind of help we can provide them in terms of their properties to safeguard them, and probably they want to give it to some charity or somebody else. They don't want it to go to their children at all. So that way.
Even though there are several such organizations providing specialized services for the elderly, there is still a dire need for the society to take definitive steps to help the elderly lead a life of self-respect and dignity. It is our responsibility to restore the smile to their faces.